Everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we will understand how can we create a Kubernetes cluster in Google Cloud. Okay, so I will first search with I will log into Google Cloud, GCP console, and I will click here in Google Cloud and in console. And in this landing page it will show like how many credit you have used. So I got free credit of 25,714 rupees, and out of that 258 I have already used. Here I need to search for Kubernetes Engine. I will click it. To creating a cluster, I need to go into these clusters. Here there is option to create. I will click to create. So it is open this form here where I can select like the cluster name. So let me add Kubernetes cluster 1, and reason is where you want to locate your application, that you can select here. And next is pre-registration. There is nothing to change here. In networking, here also nothing's to change. I will click next. In advanced setting also nothing's to check. You can go through each option. What is these for? In review and create, I will just click on the create cluster. Okay, so now it has started creating cluster. So the cluster is being created. If I refresh the page, see, it takes some time. So once it is created, we will get back here. Waiting for 5 minutes around. The Kubernetes cluster is created here, and you can see the details of the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, now we will deploy one Nginx image to this. Okay, so for that we will be first connect to this. So I'm connecting using this Cloud Shell. It will ask for authorization. If you authorize it, you can see here, and whatever you copied there, right? There was one command here, this, so we can enter it. Now I need to create a pod. Okay, so to using the pod, I'm using that deployment workload. Okay, so there, and this is the tab of workloads. So whatever workload you will create, those will be listed here. So I'll create a deployment workload. So for that I have a YAML file here, deployment definition YAML. If I open it, and let me open. Okay, so here you can see this is the file for the deployment workload. So the kind is deployment, and the name, the metadata in this will be passed the name of the that workload. So it is my deployment, and the label, okay, and the specs, there will be parsing the template, so it will contain the information of the pod. The name of the pod is my app pod, and the label is my app, and front end specs, this contain the containers, which container, which image we want to use to create the container. So we are using nginx, okay, nginx container. Replicas, we want 3 pod to be generated, okay, within a node, so this will help in that. And the selector, this is a match label. By this you can find if we want to map it with any service, so by this match label it can be finded, okay. Now I will exit from here. Now I will run. So to running this deployment, so there's a command kubectl apply -f and the file name. If I enter, so this is a deployment created. So if I check here, currently it is not showing any workload. If I refresh here, it will show the latest work node. So if I check the detail of this, so there is command for that kubectl get all white. It will list down all the things. So there are 3 ports, so these are in pending status, right? So as we have mentioned in the replicas, there should be 3 ports, right, at a time. So 3 ports are created and it is in pending status currently. One service is created that we will see later, and the deployment, so the deployment is created, okay. And yes, it is currently none of that ports are available. Okay, let me refresh it again. Okay, now it is green. Here you can see this is the there are 3 ports created on this, right? Now if we let me run the command again to see the details. So this is the these are the pods which are running on these mentioned IPs, and the deployment, there is a deployment, okay. To access these pods, right, whatever is running here, if I want to access this outside of the cluster, so I can access it using a service that is called NodePort service. So for that I need to, and let me check whether I have that file for the NodePort service available. Yes, NodePort service is available. Let me create this service. So the command is same, kubectl apply -f nginx NodePort service YAML. I run it. So the NodePort service is created. If I run that command again, kubectl get all, so here you can see previously there was the only service that was the cluster IP type, but now this is the NodePort service created. So NodePort service that helps to access this to access these application outside of the cluster. I will show you what is in this NodePort service structure. So in the NodePort service, this is a structure. It has a kind service. The metadata, we will pass the name of the service, nginx NodePort service I have mentioned, and the type this should be NodePort. Okay, and the target port, so this is the port of the pod, okay, where we are actually targeting, which we want to access. So the port has a specific IP, so it will be exposing one port, so that port is 80, which we are targeting. The port, second one, this is the port of the this NodePort service, okay, and the node port, this is the port of the node, okay. So on this port we can access the application outside world over the internet, okay. Let me cancel it, come out, let me enter into any pod. So there are 3 pod, let me enter into the pod, this one. So the command is kubectl execute it, the pod name happen bin happen bash. So now I have entered in the pod. From the pod I can access this IP, so this service. So to accessing the service, I will just run the curl http and the IP name, IP of the cluster IP, okay. Cluster IP I can access inside of any pod. If I enter, so see, this is the output of this URL. So this is welcome to the nginx, right? So it is accessible from inside the pod. Let me go out, I will exit from the pod, and I can also access the any this service using the curl. One is with the cluster ID, second cluster IP, second is the http colon / and I can name the service name here. NodePort service. If I enter, so by this way also I can access it, okay. But so we need to create a firewall rule for this. So this is the command for that. I'm running. So the firewall is rule is created here. The rule name is test node port. Now I will delete this NodePort service, and I will create a new service, that is LoadBalancer service. So to deleting a service, kubectl, again the same command, and delete happen app, and the service name is nginx NodePort YAML. So it is deleted, okay. If I check again for the all the information of this, there is no service available now, right, with the name of NodePort. Now let me create the load balancer service for this. So I have a file nginx load balancer. We'll first check what is inside this file. Nginx load balancer service YAML. So it has the same structure, only the name is changed here. instead of the node port, now the type is changed to load balancer. Everything else is same. And if I run this command, run this service, kubectl apply -f nginx load balancer service YAML, it is created. And if I run now get all, so here you can see this NodePort, this nginx load balancer service is created, right? And external ID is still not here. Don't know, let me check again whether that will be created now. It is showing pending, it should create, I guess. Previously it was showing none only, right? Yes, let me run it again. Might be it will create in some time. Yeah, now the external ID is created here, right? Now we can access this application outside of this. So now if I copy this and run it here in the browser, okay, still, yeah, now it is open. So see, this is the our nginx application, it is running. Now it is exposed to internet and we can easily access this, right? You can see here it is exposed to this external IP, and we no need to pass the port here because it is by default is running on the 80 port. So whenever we don't port 80 port, we don't need to pass any IP, whichever we type directly without any port, it will be hitting to port 80 only. So yes, this way we can run our Kubernetes services. And different services we learn about, there are 3 type of services actually. One is the NodePort service that we just deployed before this, and we ran just before this, and this one is the load balancer service. Load balancer service allow you to access the application with this load balancer IP, okay, and we can access the application the single IP. Okay, so this is all. Let me show you the nodes as well. So kubectl get nodes white, these are the nodes. So there is single node is running here is the let me delete this service and deploy that NodePort service again. So kubectl delete -f nginx load balancer service YAML. I have deleted this service, and if I check for the not the node, for the ports, now I will deploy that NodePort service, kubectl apply -f nginx NodePort service YAML, and service is created, all void. And this is the NodePort service. Yes, this is correct. Now we can access our, so I will check for the nodes, kubectl get nodes o and white. Here is the external IP of the node. Single node is created in my case, and if I apply that 3080, I should have access. So this is the this is the use of the NodePort service. If we are using the NodePort service, we want to access an application, we need to we can access using the nodes port and also nodes IP with the node port. Okay, so yes, this is the thing. Okay, now I'm done with all. Let me delete this entire thing. So here I will go into cluster again. I will click this and I will delete this cluster. Like this. Okay, yeah, so this is all in this video. Thank you for watching. Till then, bye bye.